Am I an overachiever? Yes. Did I put way too many books on my TBR? Also yes. Do I think I'm going to finish all of them? No. Am I going to try? Yes. Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. My name is Femke from Fame to the Fiction on Instagram and Bookish Buddies over on Twitter. And today I am here with my Slavicathon TBR. So, the Slavicathon is a new readathon that was created by Sasha from the Wild Sasha. And it will take place on December 4th and December 5th. So it's a 2-day readathon. Although, if you are part of her Patreon pack, the winter pack, you get 2 days extra. So then it's from the 2nd until the 5th of December. And it's a readathon that focuses on reading books based on Slavic folklore, folktales, mythology. I'm not sure if it's mythology or not. And this particular readathon has a is in a bingo board style. I printed it out. This is the bingo board. And there's really only one prompt that has to be with Slavic folklore. The others don't really have to be, but I mean, obviously it's great if you try to have the books inspired by Slavic folklore anyway. So the prompts you finish for this round determine your path for the next round of Slavicathon. I'm not sure when that's going to be, but that's what Sasha said in her announcement video. And that's why this TBR is pretty ridiculous. But, so, you know, am I an overachiever? Yes. Did I put way too many books on my TBR? Also yes. Do I think I'm going to finish all of them? No. Am I going to try? Yes. Yeah, I just really wanted to keep my options open, and basically all of these books are Slavic inspired or recommended by Sasha, or at least I think most of them are Slavic inspired. I hope. Anyway, so figuring out my TBR was a bit of a puzzle. I mean, I made a spreadsheet. It looks like this. And I have 9 books on my TBR for a 2-day readathon. So, I mean, do you see the issue here? Because, yeah. So, one of these books... So, actually, on the TBR, on the spreadsheet I just showed you, there's 10 books. But one of those books isn't going to be here for sure. That's the Fairy Loot edition of The Baron and Nightingale, which is supposed to arrive at their headquarters 26th of November. So it's never going to be at my place 4th of December. So I'm just moving that one aside. Also, this video is a bit incoherent and I'm sorry about that. But the reason I put this many books on my TBR is because I want to keep my options open for the next round. And you can only double up. So you can only, you know, satisfy 2 prompts with 1 book, no more. So that's why I put that many, so I can satisfy all prompts. So I can do, you know, everything for the next readathon, for the next round. But anyway, let's get into the books, because I assume that's why you're here, and I've been talking for 4 minutes and we haven't talked books, so let's go. Okay, so I'm just starting at the top of the bingo board. So that right here, that one, I'm just starting at that one, and I'll just go kind of across as I go. So the first prompt is Slavic folklore, and the book I picked for that is this one. This is Russian fairy tales. This was a recommendation by Sasha. Obviously, this meets the Slavic folklore prompt. And I am also reading this. I'm also reading this for the feather on the cover prompt. Because there's, where was it? There's a bird. There. Right here. There's a bird. And in my opinion, that counts as feathers on the cover. So, this is a collection of folktales from Russia. And I have to admit, I don't think I've really read any folktales from Russia before. So I'm really excited for this. So I also have the Celtic tales from this, like in these editions. I haven't read that yet, but these look amazing. These have some Let me see if I can find one. These have really pretty illustrations as well, so that's good. Plus these are folk stories, so I can read these pretty quickly. So then the next prompt was family, and I originally put that one for The Bear and the Nightingale, but like I said, since I am not going to have the book in time, I moved that over to Hunted by Megan Spooner. So what I know of this is that this is actually a Beauty and the Beast retelling, but Sasha did recommend it, so I'm assuming it counts for Slavic folklore as well. Obviously I haven't read it, so I'm not sure. And this is also for the oldest book on my TBR prompt, because like of the books I have here, this is definitely the one that's been on it the longest. Then the next prompt is Let's Fight, and the book I picked for that is Vasa in the Night by Sarah Porter. This is also the monthly pick for December for the Howling Pack, also from Sasha. This entire video is about Sasha. Anyway, this is not that big, but Let's Fight is the only prompt I will satisfy with this book. I'm a bit unsure how to classify this, because it says like in the Enchanted Kingdom of Brooklyn. Now obviously Brooklyn is not really a kingdom in our world, so I'm not sure, but this is about a fight, like let's fight the bad witch. So yeah, there's that, but other than that I really don't know what this is about. Then the next prompt on the bingo board is Friend, and the book I'm using to satisfy that prompt is The Bright and the Pale by Jessica Rubinkowski. Not entirely sure. I think this was also one of Sasha's recommendations or somebody else's recommendations, I'm not sure. But anyway, this was in a fairy loot box, and I believe the plot revolves around our main character going on a quest to save their friend. Something like that, so it satisfies the friend prompt. Like, I assure you though, I did read all the synopsises when making this. I didn't just, you know, whoop this out of thin air, but I just don't remember. Like, my brain span isn't that, like, my attention span isn't that good at the moment. It's a bit of a problem, but it's fine, it's fine. So then the next book on this TBR is for the On a Mission prompt, and in addition to that prompt, it also satisfies the royalty prompt, and that is Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik. I haven't read any single book by Naomi Novik before, but I've heard really great things about this book. I believe this is kind of like Jewish inspired, I think. And it's about, again, like what I said before, I did read all of the synopsises, I just don't remember. So I'm sorry about that, but it will satisfy that prompt, and other than that, I just really can't tell you much about this. Then we can scoot ahead a couple of squares on the bingo board, because I already talked about the oldest book on my TBR and also a feather on the cover. So then the next prompt that hasn't been satisfied is the yellow book. And in addition, this book also satisfies the old witch prompt. But I don't have this book yet. It was supposed to be delivered on Friday. It wasn't. Then it was supposed to be delivered yesterday, on Monday that is. It wasn't. Now it's supposed to be delivered today. Might still be, I'm not sure. I don't currently have it, just decided to film it without it. It will be here before the readathon. That is A Wolf or a Spell by Kara Sutton. Anyway, like I said, I don't have it here. But Wolf or a Spell is a middle grade, which is part of the reason why I think I could at least get a pretty good dent in my TBR. There's multiple like storybooks and middle grades on here. Yeah, I'm really excited for that. It has been on my wish list for a very long time, and this was just the perfect opportunity to buy it. So then the next prompt to be satisfied is the dark cover. And in addition to dark cover, for me personally, this book will also count for the snack prompt. And that is Winter Tales by Dawn Casey. So this isn't entirely Slavic inspired. It does have stories inspired by Russia, Poland, and Ukraine. Like, this has lots of stories, but the countries that might be Slavic. And obviously the cover is dark, so it satisfies that. And it's pretty small. It's about 100 pages. And this also has like full page illustrations. So there's that. Yeah, I just think this will be a snack. This will be a joy to read. These are short stories, short tales, and it's pretty small, so I can just, you know, consume it like a snack. So then moving on to the bright cover prompt, I picked another middle grade, and this book also satisfies the magic prompt, and that is A Castle of Tangled Magic by Sophie Anderson. So I think this is pretty bright. It has bright red and orange and blue, so I think it counts as bright. Like I said, this is a middle grade. I really enjoyed the author's other books. So that is House with the Chicken Legs and The Girl Who Speaks Bear. They are fantastic, and I am honestly so excited to be reading this one. And again, Sasha recommended this as well, so I'm pretty sure this is Slavic inspired. And then finally, the last two prompts to be satisfied are Animal Friend and Nature, and for that I picked The Wolf Wilder by Catherine Rondell. So this is, again, this is a middle grade. It's pretty short, and I've heard great things about this. So this is about a girl and her mom who don't tame wolves, but they wild wolves. So they can go back into the wild. And I believe there's a couple of wolves that kind of refuse to leave our main character. And then her mom is abducted or something. I'm not sure. But anyway, you get the gist. So that was my overly ambitious TBR for a 4-day readathon. Or technically 2 days, but since I am part of Sasha's Patreon pack, I get 2 days extra, which is great for me. And I am super, super excited for this. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider giving it a thumbs up and hitting the subscribe button if you want to. You can also hit the bell icon so you'll be notified every single time Esmay or I post a video. Let me know if any of these books are on your TBR as well. And again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you the next one. Bye!